2 weeks with no football, you beautiful gamblers, entertainment enthusiasts. And I have learned things about myself I did not want to know. I alphabetized my ties. I watched a 90-minute documentary about canals. On Thursday, I tried to explain the offside rule to a pigeon, and the pigeon walked away. But it's over. Europe is back. Champions League and Europa League qualifiers, Tuesday through Thursday. And I've got 4 picks from 4 different matches. Right, everything you're about to hear is entertainment, not advice. Odds move constantly, so check the live prices yourself before you do anything. 4 ties: Sofia on Tuesday, Prague on Tuesday, Istanbul on Wednesday, Poland on Thursday, counting up. My one and only team bet of the week, and it's the best supported number I found all weekend. Over 2.5 has landed in each of Sparta's last 6 European ties. 5 of the 6 meetings between these two clubs went over. Sparta's opening 2 league games this season produced 8 goals between them. And Lyon shipped 10 goals in their final 4 League One matches, lost 4-0 to Betis in pre-season, and arrive in Prague with Tagliafico and Niahate both suspended. This is their first competitive game of the season at a ground where Sparta have won 9 of their last 11. 1 rusty defence, 1 leaky one. Goals, here's the trend, and it's a lovely clean one. Fenerbahce squeezed past Gornik Zabrze, 2-1 on aggregate last round, and Talisca scored in both legs. Both of them. When Fener are stuck, he is the man who unsticks them. Now the matchup. Sturm Graz have just put 6 past Hearts across 2 legs without conceding, so they arrive confident, and they will sit deep in Istanbul and protect the tie. Deep blocks don't stop Talisca. They hand him the ball 25 yards out with 3 defenders backing off, which is exactly the postcode where he does his best work. Fenerbahce are unbeaten in 8 at home, chasing the league phase for the first time since 2008 to 2009. He'll shoot. Now this is where I go against the room, and I want you to hear the case against me first. Rangers in Europe are grim. 4 straightaway defeats in the Europa League, 11 Europa League games since they last scored more than 1 goal. Derek McInnes started his league campaign with a 1-1 draw at Dundee United. The market has looked at all that and priced their captain like he's a squad player. But here's what the market is fading. It's fading Rangers, not Shankland. 20 goals last season in all competitions under this exact manager. At Hearts, McInnes brought him to Ibrox and made him captain in the same summer. On Friday, he nearly opened his account with a clever flick that got tipped over the bar. Rangers have problems in about 4 positions. Centre forward is not one of them. Near 3-1 on the man, the whole attack is built around. That's the value on this card. Levski's main man, joint top scorer in the Bulgarian league last season with 18 goals. And I'm not asking for a goal. I'm asking for 1 shot on target. That's it. 1. Look at the setup. Levski have won all 4 home games this season and kept 3 clean sheets. They ended Ludogorets's 14-year monopoly to get here. Kairat, meanwhile, have not produced over 2.5 goals in any of their last 7 European away games and failed to score in the first leg at Omonia. They scrape through on penalties and defend for their lives. So, Levski camped in the opposition half for 90 minutes in front of a full house, with their best finisher taking the shots. High floor and the cleanest pick on the slate. And spare a thought for Kairat, who have flown roughly 4,500 kilometres from Almaty to reach Sofia. That's not an away trip, that's an expedition. By the time they land, half that squad will have watched 3 films, eaten 2 dinners and forgotten which continent they play for. I once got a cramp walking to the stat printer. I'd be no use to them. Quick recap. Number 4. Over 2.5 in Sparta Prague against Lyon at 1.80. Number 3, Talisca anytime at 2.40. Number 2, Shankland anytime at 2.80. And number 1, the anchor, Everton Bala. 1 or more shots on target, 1.55. 4 matches, 4 picks, no overlap. Football will do what football does. That's why we love it, and that's why nobody wins every week. If this was useful, subscribe and ring the bell, because we're daily again from here. And the golden rule, unchanged. Never bet more than you'd happily set on fire. Benny out, hee-haw.